we go. Fun time tonight. Tyranids. Or some aggressors. I counted this, but I need to get the Tyranids done to like get them off my desk. And I need soda. And Asian style trail mix. And dish. Whatever this is. This guy broke. Very obnoxious. These are 25 millimeter, reasonably certain. 15, 16, 17, 18. Where'd my steps go? There we go. Too bright in my face. Too bright. This late. Oh, these are the synapse critters. Where's his? There's his tentacle. I'll get those two done. Oh. Looks like that's getting dull. These are 25mm, right? Comparison. Yes. Just making sure. I've messed this up before. Or, you know, size of things. Oh, yeah, glue. I know technically you don't need to glue these, but always worry I'll be like in the middle of painting them and then they'll suddenly fly apart into pieces. Very complex model. Neat. Look at my paint stand. Okay, now a Carnifex, I think. Or a Screamer Killer. Didn't the Screamer Killer used to be another name for the Carnifex? I think so. This is I don't know if that gets into the way of this camera. Good to know. Don't think it does. Better lighting. I'm always trying to get better lighting. Probably because I'm old. What did I miss? Oh, 20 and 21. That's 21. Part of his back there's his back. There's his little claw, just right here. Let's see, 22 and 23 leagues. Two is the chronological area. 24 and 25 are the other legs. Or the other leg. And 29 is the other little claw. Where's that go? Oh, that's his mouth. There's a little claw. Alright, that's everything we've got for this page. Let's clean up. I hate all the industrial stuff integrated in the bases. Don't want to fight in Stalingrad all the time, you know? Sometimes you want to fight somewhere nice. Somewhere pretty. That's why I base my guys as if it's autumn. But also because raptors are green. And all my units are probably going to be fighting on the same table that I build. Could just use a mat. The music sounds off. Next. Oh, I like this one. Tight fit. Oh, hey. Why is that? Is it ugly? I haven't gotten to its face yet. I remember the old one, which was pretty darn ugly. Where it was just like a big cartoonish face screaming. Surprisingly human looking. Let's see. Huh. Well, we'll perhaps see it tonight. Or we could give it a little mask. Say it's a health conscious. Carnifex. Now, are Screamer Killers actually Carnifexes, or is that an entirely different critter? Because they used to be called this, or, you know, the Carnifexes used to be called Screamer Killers. Cool. I'll have to look at their stats and see how different they are. Okay. Alright. We need the gynecological area. Which is right there. There. Brilliant. And then the other leg. What's wrong with me? But how are you, Vanzig? What are you up to tonight? There. Most of his body. Oh, cool. My wife had to stay up late. She was working on a project. And the puppy was sleeping in my lap while I was playing Total War Warhammer. That's what I was doing for a good chunk. Now, I was going to try and finish these to get them off my desk. and then maybe do some painting on the aggressors. That is my plan for tonight, possibly. Depending on how long these Tyranids take. I'm feeling a bit of lackadaisical though, so it might be a bit of time. Oh, there's his face. That's his face right there. It looks kind of similar to the old one. A little more insectish. Except it has teeth. But. Oh, it has hair? Oh, like the side things. Maybe paint those as like a shell or something. I gotta get the. It's also got a tongue. I got these 3D printed Carnifexes, which have kind of like a, you know, Alien versus Predator, Predator dreadlocks. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I kind of liked it. 27, 28, 31, and 33. I don't remember what sculpt it was. But there's some cool Tyranid stuff out there. 31. Hold on a second. I'm not in a saxophone mood. Weird bungholes. Go ahead. That's the thing with Tyranids. It's a little hard to cobble things together for them since they're organic. At least for me, I found it difficult. That goes 32. Because with machines, it's easier to like create some point of demarcation and then add on extra junk to it. While Tyranids, you have to make it blend. But maybe I just haven't done enough research onto it or seen any videos. That was my experience ages and ages ago. Oh, that's another sprue down. Sprue down, sprue. Yeah, weird bungholes. They like elephant ears. Looks like, at least. 10 attacks, 3 plus, strength 10, minus 2, D2 damage. Oh, okay. Interesting. How's he in comparison to old One Eye? I know One Eye's got those big claws. Or the, like, the more, bludgeoning claws look like. Yeah. Old One Eye's pretty cool. I picked up one of those old sets just to make him. Though again, there are some 3D printed ones by, I think by the same people who do the Grimguard. Tyranid guys, where they have one. The scale is all over the place with those guys. Not that GW keeps a super eye on that themselves. Oh, that's really good then. Oh, reroll hit. Reroll hit of 1? Or reroll the whole hit? Reroll hit. Good. Well, also, if they have, what was it, deadly strikes or deadly wounds or whatever, demolishing wounds, that lets them fish for mortal wounds on 6. So that could be a good thing too for vehicles. For smushing vehicles. Oh, reroll shooting and melee. It's good to know. Honestly, I so rarely play though. Like there's a tournament coming up at my local place, but I don't think I'm going to have my Raptors done in time. Although they let you rent out like already painted minis. I'm like, nah. I definitely come down more on the paint than play end of things. Paint and assemble. Okay. So this goes on first. It's weird, it doesn't look like it goes on right. Oh, it's because he's turning his head to the side. That makes sense. Interesting. That's good to know. Am I doing this wrong? Do I have this backwards maybe? Yeah, I think I do. Maybe? No, I don't. What am I doing wrong? Did it just turn this up? Do I have this not closed enough? I don't want to break the pins like I did the earlier. There. Yeah, that's off. That's right. So that's really useful. I like out of phase moves. Like the Eliminators for Space Marines have that if you have the Sergeant with the carbine and he takes a shot, the squad can move again. I kind of like that. Oh wait, is that right? Oh, that's wrong. Or that's wrong. There, that's right. I had the tongue upside down. So I went to my local game store tonight to pick up some like paints that I needed, or I figured that I would need eventually. That face isn't so bad. It's worse if you imagine that that's like his nose, and that his eyes are something up here. It looks like a Rick and Morty monster then. But I went to the local store, and on the receipt they said that one of the, or two of the paints were discontinued, like Lead Belcher and something else. And I was like, really? That's weird. Don't know which is which here. I guess that's right. Have you ever heard anything about them discontinuing Lead Belcher or some paints? Oops, I think I was the wrong one. There. Wait. There. Huh. What is that one? The I think I have one. No. Like a technical paint. This one. The technical Armageddon Dust. I haven't used this one yet. More than Earth. I'll have to look into that. Black crackle paint for lava. Interesting. Yeah, that's probably wise. Okay. This guy's claw goes here, I think. Yep. I dislike their approach to, you know, creating false scarcity. Really quite rude. Have you tried the Army Painter Fanatic paints? that's done. Interesting. 90mm base. I think this is the 90mm. Yes. Get in there. Does not want to go in. There. Push. Alright. Screamer dude. Von Ryan's Leapers. Yeah, I think my wife might be getting me some for my birthday. Some of the they have technicals and tones. I'll let you know how good they are. I saw some reviews online, but people seem to think both positive and negative things about it. I think those are the Von Ryan Leapers. I don't know if it's set. I think it was throttling links earlier. Let me see. What is it? Stream manager. Okay, I've turned off hyperlinks. Or I turned it so you can post a link. Give it a try. I'll turn it off when we're done. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty cool. You know, I would have liked to have used that like on my avatar. That's very cool. What is it called? Mordant Earth. I'll have to look that up. $12. I'm still not in the mood for a saxophone. Alright, I'm turning the hyperlinks back off because I get those spammers. Cool. Thank you for letting me know about that. I've never seen it before. I am very out of touch with modern techniques. Okay. Now let's do these guys. Oh, there's Need one H1, 2, and 3. These guys look cool. I kind of like them on the box. I think of Von Ryan, I think of that movie. Von Ryan's Express, was it? The World War II flick. There's 3. Run, Von Ryan. 2. There's 2. You know what, I think I am out of the mood for techno, new wave stuff. See, I would do it for something that very clearly has a fire theme, like the Avatar. And Bloodthirster would be good. Okay. Right. Okay. I can understand Von Ryan's Leapers are, you know, named by the planet that they were discovered on or something like that, but it just seems a little rough to me. And you're right, it doesn't match the other, was that 6 or 9? 9. Doesn't seem to match the naming scheme. So it's jarring when you're like scrolling through. But then again, I mean, it does make them stand out somewhat. Nine, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically, I just need 1 through 9. Okay. Deeper guns, yeah. I could see that. I still get Hormagaunts and Termagaunts confused. When I'm playing Space Marine 2, I just say little guys. Little guys shooting. Little guys attacking. So got those, got those. Right. Legs. Oh, Gants and Gaunts. Interesting. Gaunts or Stabby. A good way to remember it. Gaunts or Stabby. Okay, that's the first one. Oh, I need also 40mm base. 40mm? Yes. So termagants, hormigons. To be fair though, the Tyranids are going to be fairly far down my list of things to finish up and paint. Since I'm going to do the Marines, and then most likely Eldar, since I've got a fair bit of Eldar done already. One second. Chat message. I was just going to make up. I was going to do a spray painting on red base, do a little dry brushing of pink and white, and then go with a red wash, and then see what that gets me, and then augment that and see what color the shells and different things I want to do. Just because I was kind of thinking like, well, I could go like from the old school when they were red, when they had Space Crusade, you know, because they had that very strong red and sort of purple. But who really knows? I painted one, like, well, one termagant just to test it out. It's like, oh, that's not bad. But then I promptly didn't do any more. The first few Marines I got, I was going to do like a Space Wolves successor type chapter, because I liked all the different special customization stuff you could do with Space Wolves. And I was like going to call them the Einherjar, Einherjar, whatever, and have them be, you know, like Space Wolves, but slightly more reasonable, not quite as crazy or melee focused. But then I read about the Raptors and was like, oh. So I've got like a few squads of those. Their paint scheme, I was just going with white and black. Zerg purple's good. There's no harm in going Zergy. But weirdly enough, I like putting stuff together, even though my backlog is pretty big. But like painting takes a lot more focus for me. While assembly is just sort of like nice and relaxing. So you working on something right now, Vanzig? Or just chilling? These are some wicked looking claws. If you're not doing anything, look at the stats on these Von Ryan Leapers. Let me know how nasty these claws are. I'm going to have some Asian style trail mix. Alright. There's claws in the back. Nice. And then he's got a nasty face. Scary. No more trail mix. Strength 5. That's pretty good. First fight. Heroic intervention. I wonder if they're worth the points with that profile. This is yep, bottom arm. Oh, interesting. So they can jump in. That's good to know. So they sort of create a sphere of protection around other units. Countercharge. That's kind of cool. Oh, whoa. Did that just break? I think that might have broke. Nice. Okay. Yeah, but an interesting profile. All right, there's that dude. Okay. Next one is 10 through 19, it looks like. Thanks for looking that stuff up. It's kind of nice because it's like it helps appease my stream of consciousness. A vague curiosity. So I have no idea what these things are, how good they are. Just that they look kind of cool. Oh, hey, Mini Scribbler. How you doing? Vanzig hangs out with me a lot, too, by the way. Vanzig Mini Scribbler is pretty cool. She works on some interesting stuff. We had to take her to the 24-hour vet because she had been having stomach problems, diarrhea, and so we took her to the vet, and then basically they gave us a bunch of some probiotics, some antibiotics, and we got this super bland food. We'd already tried to get her to do boiled chicken and rice, and she did not eat like the rice, but she ate this. They gave us this particular bland food diet that did well. Yeah. And yeah, I've got a fair number of those 3D printed Tyranids. Some of them are really cool, but like I was saying earlier, their scale is a bit all over the place, which is unfortunate. Let's see. These are 10 through 19. That's what I was doing. Yeah, she had her first solid poo today, and she's doing good. I think she was, even when she was not feeling well, she constantly wants to play, and she still wants to play. Mini Scribbler was here when I had to basically head off in the middle of the night because our pup was not feeling well. Because my wife got up and she was like, no, she's still not feeling well. So we were like, okay. We ran down to the 24-hour vet. Yeah. But Minnie, Minnie was here chatting with me while I was starting. Well, I don't remember what I was working on, the Aggressors or whatever. Vanzig comes in all the time and talks to me. It's very nice. It was nice to have people to talk to. I am up extra late tonight, though. Because we ended up staying up late for work. And my schedule flips around a lot. Where am I? Okay. There, 16. I'm working on the Von Ryan's Leapers now. Vanzig helps me. He looks up stats and things and gives me advice and insight. Like, did you know they're canceling different paints? Games Workshop is like getting rid of Lead Belcher and stuff. Discontinued. Missing one piece. I'm missing a lower arm, which is this right here. Yeah, that's the default like bland food diet. Whenever dogs have diarrhea, that's a good thing to give them. And my last dog, he took to that really well. Oh well, that's good. You know, we were just talking about Vanzig pointed me to Imodiums. Yeah, I don't know. I'm we fawn over the dog and treat her very, lovingly. But yeah, but gosh. Vanzig was telling me about a paint, a Mordant Earth, which Citadel does, it's an effect paint, which does a really neat lava effect, and that was really cool. Well, we also, the vet in our area, we don't have like a regular vet that is close enough, and the only one is 24 hours anyways, and it was going to cost the same. So we're like, all right, we're taking it now. But also it was different because before that, she had little diarrhea, about 7 of them within 3 or 4 hours. So we were very concerned, which was kind of one of the reasons why I couldn't sleep then, and now my schedule's off. But yeah, she's a little pup darling and all that. And she's kind of a jerk sometimes, but she's a good dog. But are you up to anything tonight, Minnie? Ask Vanzig if he was doing something. I think we're just hanging out. Well, I didn't have dogs for the longest time until my wife and I got together, although at the time we were significant others. And then we had one together for like 12 years. And he was a great dog, but he had all sorts of health problems near the end of his life, as dogs do. He was a Boston Terrier, so they have such a good nature. Good pup. DRG models? What are DRG models? Oh yeah, and the Blood Angel characters, yeah. Oh, the Blood Angels, what is that? They have a special squad, like their Death Company squad? Oh, Deep Rock Galactic. Oh! I've played Deep Rock Galactic very little bit. And yeah, Death Company. Deep Rock Galactic is a pretty cool game. I couldn't get too hugely into it though, because my friends moved on. Like, I got into it and then my friends were immediately like, oh, we're going to play Space Marine instead. I was like, you seriously? Eat fancy guys. Well, I heard they get some really good special rules too. Like, I remember watching a battle report and some guy jumped in and all of them had like 5 or 6 attacks. One second. I'm gonna exit out of my chat program. Are you using anything in particular for the Deep Rock Galactic guys? Like, are you using the Warhammer Leagues of Votann guys? I could see that. These guys are funky looking. Well, you know, I always feel like, I don't know, I mean, the best form of crowd control and objective taking is, you know, killing people. Death. Yeah. Also, it's an actual game. I didn't know Deep Rock Galactic had an actual game. Like a miniatures game. See, now I'm going to have to look that up. Alright, hold on a second. I can't see what you guys are saying at the moment since I've got another window open. So it'd be good. Oh, it's a board game. Oh, that's cool looking. Alright. Vampire style? Really? That's pretty cool. Have you guys seen Gaslands? That has like sort of like grabbed my my brain for the last couple of days because I was like, oh, you know, Hot Wheels are very cheap, and it looks like a fun game, and you can make big rigs. Oh, really? Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. That's too bad. I've seriously only played like 2 or 3 games of Deep Rock Galactic though. Rock and Stone though. Well, I'm glad I went into the store today and got those lead belcher paints because I've been using them for my Raptors. And I still have a fair number of those guys to go. It would stink to run out. But of course, I'm sure a lot of other metallics would work because I've got some from Vallejo, I think, and from Army Painter. Oh, Mini Scribbler, have you tried Army Painter Fanatic stuff? Banzik hasn't, but I'm trying to get some opinions. But you said you didn't. Well, it's not a Citadel, but what do you think of those? I mean, I have some too. I kind of like the ones that I got. The yellow I have is not that great, but all the other ones seem to be pretty decent. Let's go. So now I need to shake them a bunch. I'm thinking of getting some of the Fanatics just to see. Yeah, I mean, they're good for what they are. They're a nice arrow to have in your quiver. But me, I'm always looking for shortcuts. I still got those Aggressors. Really? Is it a particular flavor? Is it Imperial Fist? Because that's the only one I've got and I haven't had a chance to use it on anything yet. Yeah, yellow's always a hard one. like I told my wife, I said I have never really gotten like light blue and yellow to work on a model sufficiently, you know. And so she challenged me. She was like, "All right, well, why don't you do that big one in it?" And I was like, "Which one?" And she's like, "The Imperial Knight." And so I was like, "Oh God!" And so I finally painted an Imperial Knight, but in yellow and blue. It turned out okay, but it took, I'd say, 4 layers, maybe 5 on some places. Okay, cool. Because I picked it up a few weeks back, and I was like, "Oh, I hope this is good." I haven't had an occasion to use it yet, but when I do, I'm looking forward to it. It's so nice to have both you guys here. It's like I'm just talking and rambling. Is this right? Am I doing this right? I don't know if I am. That can't be right. Yeah, that's right. Cool. Oh, well, here. Well, hold on. Let me get the Imperial Knight that I was working on. I don't know how well it will come across on 720p. But this is the Imperial Knight I was working on. I finally got the yellow and the blue to look decent to me. Yeah. But I don't know. It took some doing. Still not entirely happy with it, but you know, you're probably right, Minnie, with the airbrush and stuff. You're probably really, you know, because I'm still like not confident enough to get into an airbrush, and I know if I did, I'd start having to like digging into all the different paints I'd want to use for it. It's not really contrast. Silky layer. Well, see, now I'm gonna have to find an excuse to use it. Thanks, Mini Scribbler. I'm still, I like it's table ready, I feel, but I'm not sure if it's completely. It kind of bugs me. Sometimes I'll like, you know, because well, we're all always our worst critics, and I look at it and I see like all the mistakes, you know. Also, the other's so weak you can't really shade them over, but yeah. Well, when I need to get something to take like red or, you know, like a bright red or something, then I will just do a little white first and then, yeah, over top of it. Yeah. But yeah, it's like my wife was, it's like, yeah, you should do it on that one. It's like, no. She chose me like the biggest one. It wasn't like, sometimes, you know, a bigger model is easier to do in some ways, but it was also those big flat areas you can see brush strokes so easily. But then again, I guess airbrush. An airbrush would be a better idea. I don't have one. I've never used one. That would be yet another thing I'd have to figure out. Which I'm sure I probably will someday, but I don't know. I also don't have a lot of room for it. And if I did get room for it, I'm tempted I might instead angle for a 3D printer. For the, you know, proper room. Oh, I guess this can only really go in one way. Because he's leaping. Yeah, no room. I seriously don't have room for it. Well, I've got one room upstairs where I've got storage for all the minis and stuff. I could put it in there, but a 3D printer, you get that gas smell and everything. I need to get space. Yeah, well, like Minnie was advising me that you should, if you're going to get an airbrush, then you should actually get an airbrush and not like, you know, the USB or the cheaper ones. And I was like, well, what if I just want to try it out, maybe? Yeah, like for doing big flat surface vehicles or things, then yeah, I could see that. Well, that's the thing is I pause, I hesitate on doing the vehicles. Like I do a few, like I've done a Warlord Titan for Legion Imperialis, and I did that one Imperial Knight. But I know that's going to be like a week-long project for me. And it's like I have a hard enough time like stealing time to be able to do the, like little chunks like this. And, like I want to get these Leviathan minis done just so I get them off my desk and out of the way. It's more the compressor. Oh. So a good compressor and the airbrush itself is not quite as important. That's good to know. I'm a big noob where it comes to airbrushes and such. Well, I'm a big noob around pretty much everything. Because that's, you know, I've only been doing the new version of things for the last 6 months. But some old habits still work. I keep getting distracted. Forgetting what I was doing. Okay, this goes here, I believe. Here. And this one goes here. Sorry. I had one guy on here say, you don't need to glue them. I was like, but I like to. That's good to know. I will definitely bend your ear if I'm if I start to decide to go and get an airbrush. I mean, I'm so tempted by those cheap, you know, cheap ones that are USB chargeable and everything, just because, you know, they're you don't have to yank a big compressor out and clear off space for it and everything, or have a space for it. Although I'll probably do it on the porch or something. But there's an appeal to doing that instead of having spray primer, rattle can primer. Oh yeah? How so? How so, Vanzik? Polished needle fixes the cheap ones. Huh. Interesting. See, I'm gonna have to bug you guys. This guy is leaping. Hence the name. That's a cool pose. You know what? I'm not going to leave this. I'm going to just, well, it's not that bad. All right. What's that one, Reaper? Huh. Is there any particular brand you guys like for a compressor? I know you're saying that it's not as important, but is there like a compressor brand that is demonstrably better than other brands? I was going to look at the part numbers for this one, but then I was like, there's only one guy left here. Just chop out everything. Iwata. In Iwata. Let me write that down real quick. Oh. bookmark it. Okay, nice. Quick bookmark. All right. Very cool. Vanzig, you've put together the termagants that come with this. How long do those guys take, you think? Because I'm hoping I'm almost done. You know, or not almost done, but like I'm hoping I could maybe get done tonight. Let's see. Using a fortress, California Air. Okay, let me. Quick fortress. I'm just gonna make a quick text document. Fortress in California Air. Oh. So I feel like when I have figures that I have not assembled, I feel that it is a moral imperative. I need to get that done. Even though I still have like boxes of Age of Sigmar stuff upstairs. And so when I'm doing other stuff, I have not very much, but a slight measure of guilt about doing that. Like all these miniatures I've painted this last couple of weeks. Slight measure of guilt. And then there's guilt about not leveling up my Space Marine guy. So I must be very neurotic. Alright, that's one sprue done. So that's three total. Japanese stuff is always good, but usually pricey. Yeah, storage is a big deal. I have like some of those IKEA shelves, and they have these little inserts for sliding letters that I used for storage. And I have one area where it's like stuff I'm working on, and then I have another area for stuff that's assembled but it's off and it's far down the list. And that's upstairs in one of the rooms of the office. Like this is our work from home office too, just in the back corner. Wow, a water airbrush 450. Oh, AU dollars. Oh, so it's like $5. But no, a water airbrush. It is a cool looking website, but I'll have to take a look at them. I'm just teasing. I'm being silly. Let's see. I do want to get these done tonight. Yeah, probably roughly around there. Oh, we got a spammer. Luckily turned off those URLs. You guys probably can't see them. I still don't know exactly how Twitch works. My wife was talking to me about, for my birthday, about getting the camera that's in a green screen. Like, you know, I have a second camera so I can be on camera while doing this. I'm like, you think I want to? I'm like, you know, I need to take a shower. I'd have to, like, shave. What the heck? And it's like 2 in the morning. I'm like, half the time I'm half asleep. Okay, good. Yeah, the IKEA that's near me is about half an hour away, and they're decent. But I only ever went there for this one thing. And it's kind of crazy, like I hadn't been there in years. And it's a maze now, like more than it used to be. And yeah, they've raised prices, but they also discontinued the thing I was wanting to buy. So it was nice and cheap, and I got a whole mess of them. But they were just these white shelves with storage. If you're interested in what product it is, I could maybe grab the phone and take a look and show it. Well, I was going to have like one camera. My wife had this. She does online stuff, and she said, well, you could have this camera point down, and then another camera which would just show, and it would interpose on the bottom corner. So it'd be like me down here going, and then this over, under behind it, and so you would have like both angles at the same time. But that was her plan. That was the plan. She's ambitious, and I'm like, honey, I get like 4 or 5 people. Sometimes people don't even talk to me at night, and I'm very grateful when people talk to me. It's because it makes this go so much nicer. But yeah. But she's all into it. She's like, no, you're going to make it big, and I'm going to retire. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'm like, it's I'm like, honey, it's not the most exciting or scintillating stuff. It's me usually with an X-Acto knife making little scraping noises and doing stream of consciousness. You have to make it big. A little wood shelf with 4 racks. Yeah, it could, but I am lazy. But also, well, I've got these, I'm going to move the camera real quick and see how this goes. All right, bear with me, guys. It's the first time I've ever... Okay. Here we go. You ready? All right. All right, so here are the shelves. There's like, the things that I've painted so far. But they're the shelves, and you see these little letter things. You slide them open, and like there's some of my Legion Imperialis guys. But there's store them like that, and like at first I got this acrylic case, and it was like not enough, nowhere near enough. But here, see now you get a behind the scenes look at how I do stuff. All right. But those are really nice. Those are, and they were super cheap. If you look, I wish I could remember what they were called. I'm really sorry. I could maybe look it up. But let me I gotta plug my microphone back in. Well, I can't read you right yet, Vanzig, until I get this plugged in. Put the power cord back in. Oh, let's see. I thought you said it's the point of streaming, right? I thought you meant to make it rich. The sliding things were from IKEA. They're basically in the office area, and those are for letters, paper and stuff. And I wish I could hold on for a second, and I will look it up. Maybe I can do that for you guys. Kvissle letter tray. Kvissle letter tray. Oh, here you go. And the shelves. Let's see. They're called IKEA Kallax. I'll type that in as well. That's them. and they fit. They work really well, and it's good. And they're easy to put together because I am not the handiest individual. Vanzig, you are, but I am not. Like that was a two-man job, and IKEA stuff. It always threatens your relationship whenever you have to put it together with your significant other. But I have basically another set upstairs. I think it's about 1.5 times as big, and that's where I put storage. And there's more of those Cavissel letter trays. But they at my local one, they were discontinuing them. You can still get them, I think, on Amazon though, but they might be more expensive now. But they usually get products to replace that, so you might have an option. But that was exciting. I got to pick up the phone and move around the room. Yeah. It can be hard. I mean, just going to IKEA can be hard on a relationship. And before this, like the 2 or 3 times that we'd been there, we would always like go through and we would get some stuff, and then we would reach the end of it, we'd be like, oh, we don't want to stand in line, and just put the stuff away and just put it back. Like, no, because there's always something incidental. Rarely did we find anything big that we wanted to get from there. I think so. That one is, yes, 16 squares. But I also got one that was 8 squares and stacked it on top because I had more room upstairs. And then I think, or did it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put it on top. Best Buy Micro Center. Yeah. Black Friday is still pretty terrible. Mini Scribbler I don't think has to deal with Black Friday because it's Australian. But the experience of Black Friday is pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean the online shopping so much more convenient. I feel bad though because like brick and mortar stores are having a hard time. But I hate having to deal with. I mean, I feel like I'm probably never going to go to a movie theater again. Probably, just going out, just Although I like going to restaurants. I like going out to eat. Something nice about that. Oh, you do have Thanksgiving and Black Friday? Well, heck. You see how worldly I am. There, that goes right there. Oh, do they? That's cool. Have you experienced any of the craziness? And I'd say go, well, I went with white. Black I always figured is harder to keep clean, but do you, Minnie, have you ever had to experience the craziness of a Black Friday shopping experience, like out there at a mall or whatever? If malls still exist. Let's see. Oh wait, I'm not even on the right page. Just started putting stuff together. this guy has his leg pulled up. That makes sense. Yeah. I just have white. I do not have high gloss white. It's a muted white, so no shiny. Nothing shiny about it. I try to get most everything delivered. Groceries and such. But I am a sucker for going out to dinner. Like my wife and I, we really enjoy going out to dinner, and as long as it's, you know, a decent place. But in our area, we have like a dearth of like, we have a whole bunch of okay places, but very few good places. Well, we have those, you know, like the people do the shopping and everything. But like at first couple of years, our local shop had it, and it was good because they had like, you know, not to be too rude, but they had adults doing it. And now they have like, you know, a bunch of teenagers, younger people doing it, and people who don't really care about like, you know, expiration dates and stuff. And so it's been like, really? You know, like they send us a burger and it's like, oh, okay, this burger goes bad in 5 hours. Thanks. Or perishables. But you know, that's not entirely, it's, you know, I think it's like, might not be entirely be true, because I know there's this one other shopper at a store that we don't use as often because it's further away. And she does a good job. It's I think it's a Whole Foods. Oh, need the base. So where does this? Okay, so this little piece goes here. It's going to stab me at some point. Okay, try not to break this one. That's a little too to the side. There, that's right. That's a good one. Okay, see you later, Mini Scribbler. Thanks for stopping in. Take care, okay? Let's see, fancier shelf options or... yeah, no, I don't. The glass door and hat. Night night, Minnie. Well, I usually, for storing for... like, well, I don't have enough painted stuff really to store like good. I have that one acrylic case, which I put stuff in there, but I'm sure once I actually get an army done or something, I may have to come up with a different storage solution to prevent the dustiness. But right now, I mainly just have it for keeping like unto like, you know. Let's see. Oh God, termagants. Okay. I don't want to do the termagants right now. I don't want to do all these little dudes. I want to do the one big thing. I think I'm going to skip forward to the other big thing. This thing. That doesn't look very complex though. But I'm going to do it. That might be a good idea. Well, I have some old glass cases, which I used to I used to collect some Transformers way back when, and when I got into this, I got rid of most of my stuff, you know, and sold them, and so I still have these 4 glass cases, and that's where I put, like, when I first put some stuff, I put it in there. You know, maybe that's where I'll put finished armies and whatnot. But yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's see. Is this the entire thing? I think this might be the entire thing. That's kind of funky looking. Alright, let's see how this goes. Cut out everything. It has a nasty tongue. Yeah, I'm happy with those IKEA shells and whatnot. Although IKEA delivery is a little iffy sometimes. You gotta keep an eye on it. There we go. Okay, if this guy is super fast, then maybe I'll start on the Termagants. We also got those other ones, Neurogants or whatever, Neurogons. But they're goofy looking. What is holding this still in here? Oh, here. All right. That's only been an hour and 40 some minutes. We got the Screamer Killer done, Von Ryan's Leapers, Synapses. So I'm not going to break any records, but getting a fair amount of stuff done. Oh, they don't? That's too bad. Do they have an equivalent or something else? Because imagine there's still a demand for, you know, letter holders. That is really too bad. It's a nice product. Alright, that's the 4th sprue gone. And I think this is the base. Chances are. Are you still looking, Vanzig? Check the measurements maybe. Because the Cavissel, basically you have 3 trays that will accommodate, you know, I'd say about 35 millimeter, maybe a little bit taller, and then you have one larger area that'll accommodate the bigger things, with where I usually put like standard bearers and things. But it helps to make the storage space in those shelves more efficient. I'll have to look up what the Harvmata are, because who knows. I think I got a few extra cavissels when I first went there, so I might still have some left over. I probably out in the garage. Gross tongue. Curious how big this guy's gonna turn out to be. Does he overextend his base a little? Looks like he might. But what do I know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's pretty much like the cavissel fits in there, and it's like you have 4 inches in the back that you don't really use, and it's like half an inch, I think. Yeah, like half an inch. Otherwise, that you do not use. Height and width. For people just showing up, we're talking storage solutions for miniatures. The IKEA storage solution. Yeah, that's what I mean, for most of it, that's what I store there are the rank and file troops. While I keep, vehicles and character models in the larger areas. I think the first thing I put them on were Imperial Guard weapon teams, because I had a bunch of those. Well, I think they were the 3D printed ones. Grim Guard ones. So you're actually going to pick some up, or pick up some of those shelves, Fancy? You have to let me know how that home project goes. I don't know. Since I have one that was local, we just went and picked it up. Well, relatively local. 30 minutes away. Okay. So this and this. And you put the tongue in here somewhere. Where's the tongue? Did I lose the tongue? Oh, there's the tongue. Huh. In a regular car, yeah, that's it's flat and it's about the like 4.5 to I think 5 feet long, and then a 1.5 feet wide, and then height I'd say, depending on the size of the box you got, I think ours was about 8 inches tall, so something like that. It should fit in a car. See if we can get this to fit okay. Huh. Oh, I missed a spot on top of his head. This thing smells like smoke. Or I guess for Tyranids, some sort of poison gas. And he's got a little nasty tongue. Okay. So it's just this and then his legs. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, and this leg goes there-ish. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And then this goes here. Dry fit. Dry fit successful. Oh, you know what? I should do that one after I do this small one, because this small one goes on underneath. All right. Back to it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. 20 minutes away. That's good. Okay. Let's see. What does this one get? Oh, this one's off to the side. Okay. Oh, he doesn't exceed at all. All right. So like this. I think I Might have it off slightly. I'm going to try to get it in before I glue it. And that is going to be a little obnoxious because it's not sticking in the spot. It's like too loose of a fit to push into. There. And now this part. There. Squeeze. And squeeze. Push. Oh, his butt came open. There. All right. Okay. Only 2 hours so far. Which means let's go back to the Hormagaunts or Termagants. Termagants. Okay, so these should have multiple sprues. Termagants. Termagants. More Termagants. More Termagants. Okay. Oh, these things. They come back. Come back. Is it working now? All right. That was weird. Video stream died. But I'm back. That was strange. I'd never seen that little image of the guy with the headache. Well, if my connection's going out, that'll stink. But if my connection goes out, thanks for stopping by and talking, Vanzig. I always appreciate it. Back to working. Okay. Alright, clean up these suckers. Excuse me. Okay. 20mm. I wonder, are these 28 or 25? Did I screw that up? It's possible I did. They're the same size at least. Do I even have 28mm? I don't think I do. I think I got 32. Oh well. That's 28mm. This is 28mm. And it's bigger than that. So good. I did not mess that up. Get some of these out. That's enough for now. Oh, it's a straightforward fit. Cool. Those aren't bad figures. At least they're done quick. Comparatively. 5, 6, and 8. Which I imagine is right next to these other ones. And then this one. Just 4 piece per guy. It's not bad. Imagine these all go together roughly the same way. going in. Well, it does look like it needs to be shaved. There. Ten, 11, and 12 now, which is probably this last dude. Yep. Oh, and then there's the Ripper Swarm stuff. Should cut those guys off. Ripper Swarms. That was not a fun level. Space Marine 2. Like, it wasn't hard, it was just obnoxious. Another sprue down. Ray for me. More Rippers. Adjusting the lamp a little bit. Oh no, it's in front of the camera. That's not good. Get out of the way. There we go. Another sprue. Well, these are baby sprues. Not big sprues. Oh. I think I'll have to pause here soon. Get something to eat. Oh. It's Monday. That's why I'm so hungry. That's even more annoying. Even more in the frame. Huh. I wonder if I can turn the light on in the camera. Let's provide light. Maybe that's what I'll try next time. That might be a good idea. Why is this not going in? There. My neighbor's awake. Usually goes to work pretty early. This is even early for him. Could be done for now. I gotta get something to eat. After I base these two. Okay. I think that's it for tonight. I got a fair number of those guys. Sorry about the broken stream. Good night, guys. And for the folks who stopped by, thanks a lot. It's nice talking to people. Y'all take care.